What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame. Welcome back to Laker City as we get set to face the New York Knicks today at 4:30 Pacific time. Should be a good one. Lakers need to bounce back after that horrific game we had last time out here. But other than that, man, just stay focused, come out, get ready for battle. Just another NBA team, one game at a time. So we got to make sure that we take them serious, man. I know you guys think it's going to be an easy win, but no win in the NBA is an easy win unless you execute and make sure that we take care of business. Got to do it. What's up, everybody? Though, how you guys doing today, man? Beautiful day. So today I'm actually going to cover two games. I'm only doing pregame because I want to watch the Zion Williamson game. That's right after the Laker game. But I'll owe you guys a post game. However, I will be talking about two games today, and that's the Lakers and then also the Pelicans game coming up right after the Lakers game. But tonight we have to take care of business at New York. It's a beautiful place to play, and we have to make sure that LeBron comes out aggressive. He has to set the tone. Anthony Davis, man, hopefully he has a bounce back game for us. But all in all, limit turnovers, get out in transition, high efficiency buckets. We have to execute in the half court and make sure we lock up the perimeter. Dennis Smith Jr. is back tonight. He's going to be playing for the Knicks. So who knows? Maybe this is a little. Give me a second. Let me close the window really quick. Maybe there's a sneak peek for the Lakers. Maybe we trade for somebody like that. I don't know. But he said, time to blow out my Knicks. Nah, man. Every game is going to be a challenge, man. Lakers have to make sure they show up. The Knicks have actually beat some decent teams this year. I know their record doesn't really show it, but any team can win on any given night. That's for sure. He said, what up, Dan? How are you doing today? I'm doing good, Alfred. Thank you for asking, bro. Trade rumors are kind of driving me crazy, though, because Robert Covington is the recent rumor coming up for the Lakers. The Lakers have registered interest in Robert Covington from the Minnesota Timberwolves, I think. So there's a lot of people that are going to be on the trade block, and the Lakers are going to be trying to, fill in the holes, see what we need. I heard they're also registered interest in Zach LaVine. I don't know how real that rumor is, though. Again, take it with a grain of salt. But Zach LaVine could be a potential piece. I'm hearing, the rumor says Danny Green and Kuz for Zach LaVine. How much truth that has to it, I don't know. Would I pull the trigger on that trade? I love Kuzma, and I hope he stays with the Lakers for a very long time. However, if Zach LaVine is available, you'd have to think the Lakers would pull the trigger. But again, take it with a grain of salt because half of these trade rumors are just talk. They're all talk right now. However, the trade deadline is 3 weeks away, so we will see some trades. Who knows if the Lakers will be involved in these trades, man. Not exactly sure. He said, need a bounce back big time. Yeah, I'm hoping the Lakers get going like a nice little 2-3 game win streak at least, finish out the road trip strong. But ideally, we need another 10-game win streak. That'd be nice. He said, Robert Covington is trash compared to Kuz, and the Bulls want Danny Green and Kuz. That's too much. I mean, but if you think about it, is it too much? Because Zach LaVine is a certified all-star. I don't think it's too much. I think it's a fair trade. Yeah, Danny Green is a nice piece, but if I have to give him up, then I'm calling up Talon Horton Tucker, and I'm giving him some of those minutes. And then, we would be getting your boy Zach LaVine, who's a proven scorer in this league. Not exactly sure what he's averaging right now. If somebody could look that up for me really quick, that'd be great. But I'm sure he's putting up some numbers now. Granted, it is with a whack team like the Bulls, and numbers are going to look better on a losing team, especially when you're the first option. But still, if we can get Zach LaVine, that's one piece that I'm not going to skip over. Thanks, Flo. I appreciate you. We need Booker. Devin Booker? That's not going to happen. I don't see any trade. He's averaging 25 points per game. So, yeah, I say Danny Green and Kuzma's a fair trade package for Zach. He says Zach LaVine is a beast and would for sure be the third star for us. I do it. I doubt it will happen, though. I agree. Yes, we need the dub for sure, bro. For sure, it's not, today we cannot lose at all. Like, if we lose tonight, I'm going to be very disappointed. But I doubt it. It is the Knicks are struggling, and we got to capitalize on that. But like I said, you have to execute from the start. Don't give these type of teams any room to breathe. Don't give them any glimmer of hope, because as soon as they see the light, They're gonna fight till the end, and that's what we want to try to avoid, getting out into a dog battle with this team. Are we getting Zach LaVine? Most likely not. If I have to bet, probably not. But all I'm saying is that's one of the very few trades that I'd be okay with trading Kuz for. Other than that, I'd rather keep him. I still think he has a lot of potential. He's only 24, and as the years progress, his role will increase with this team. KCP is doing good. Yes, he is. He's doing extremely good, man. Shout out to KCP. He's only gotten better as the year progresses. So knocking down shots, playing defense, and just sticking to his role. Excuse me. How about Trey Burke? I mean, Trey Burke would be somebody you pick up if he's a free agent. He's not somebody you trade for. Honestly, I like what Quinn Cook is doing better than Trey Burke. I feel like if that's the case, just stick with Quinn Cook. He's a nice little combo guard off the bench, can knock down shots, do a little bit of everything. Hey, Dan, did you hear Zion is making his NBA debut? Yes, and that brings me to the second game I want to cover today. Yes, it's not Laker related. However, I am an NBA fan as well, and I think tonight everybody should be watching Zion Williamson. That's the reason I won't be making the post-game recap. I'm sure you guys want to watch the game, so make sure you guys tune in, man. This could be the beginning of a new era for the NBA. I'm hoping at least that Zion Williamson changes that three-point shooting tendencies from the league and makes the NBA fun at slashing again. I think this kid is special. If he can stay healthy, I think he's going to change the dynamic of the league. He's that type of generational talent. And I want to see what his first game looks like, I don't even care about how many points he puts up. I just want to see that hunger, that fight. I want to see if he looks healthy. But this could be the start of something special for the NBA. And I think the league is in good hands already. There's a lot of young talent out there that's killing it. You got Brandon Ingram. You got, guys like Jason Tatum. Unfortunately, I got to mention his name. He's legit. Guys like Luka Doncic, of course, Trae Young. The league is in great hands. But I think Zion is this one piece that we haven't seen in a very long time that can come in here and do some serious damage to the league. And I want to see what the Pelicans look like. Remember, they got Brandon. They got Lonzo. They have now Zion Williamson, Jackson Hayes. They have Drew Holiday. So they got themselves a nice little squad over there. They got Derek Favors, J.J. Redick. And I think a couple of those pieces might get moved around in favor of the young talent. That's what I would do if I was the Pelicans. But all in all, it's going to be extremely fun to see how they incorporate Zion Williamson. Is it Dan? Can you say hi to Romeo Mo Gill? He's a new subscriber. What's up, man? Welcome to the squad. Welcome to the family, man. As always. Hey, what's up, T? Dan, Vogel should try out Kuz at the 3-4 a few games to see how he performs. I agree, Max. I've been calling for this for a long time, but again, I've been noticing that Frank Vogel pretty much favors the veterans over young talent. So I'm okay with that as long as we're winning. But as soon as we start losing and getting smacked and stuff, then yes, I agree. We should make some lineup adjustments, and I would like to see Kuz at the 3. However, with all these rumors, we'll see, man. We'll see what transpires over the next couple of weeks. I want to see what the Lakers are planning on doing. Like I said, the latest rumor right now is that the Lakers have registered interest in Robert Covington. So Robert Covington, not one of my favorite players, but he's decent. He's a decent role player. What we would have to give up for him, I think Kuzma's too much. Unless we're getting in return that young player that they drafted, with the 5th, 6th pick, Jared Culver, then I say no. He says Ja Morant is better than Zion. It's too early, Sam. It's too early for all that comparison stuff, man. Give it 2-3 years, and then we will be able to tell. I told people to relax on Brandon Ingram. Everybody was like, Ben Simmons way better than Ingram. We should have took him again. Remember, Simmons went 1, Ingram went 2. And I always used to say I prefer Brandon Ingram because of his face-up game. I think he has a brighter future in the NBA. Now, look, all the experts are starting to say stuff like what I used to say back when Ingram was a rookie, that I saw the potential. And right now, Ja Morant looks amazing, but wait till we see what Zion becomes over the next couple of years. So I'm not going to I don't like making comparisons to, like I said, 3-4 years happen. That's when you really get to see who is at the top of their game. He said, we could use Talon Horton-Tucker as a good wing defender. By the way, he's been killing it in the G League, man. Talon Horton-Tucker looks amazing. He's been dropping 30-point games, blocking shots, getting assists, doing a little bit of everything. I want to see this kid get some minutes. I think at some point we're going to have to, man. As well as Zach Norvell. By the way, shout out to Zach Norvell, who's still with our G League squad. He could be looking at a 10-day contract pretty soon. Hopefully not from another team. But I wish him the best, man. He is Zach Norvell is pretty good, and I think he's going to have a good future in the NBA too, even if it is just a role player. I would like to see him at some point up with the Lakers. But we don't have roster spots unless we make a crazy trade where we include like 2-3 players for one. Like I said, that Zach LaVine trade would be solid. I would do that. Other than that, I really don't want to get rid of Kuzma. I think Kuzma, like y'all know how I feel about him. I don't want to repeat myself, but I only see very few trade packages that are actually, equal trade value in return. He said, DTLF, did you hear about the Zach LaVine for Kuzma and Green? Yeah, I did, man. I was just talking about it earlier in the video. I don't think it goes down, but if it does, I'd be very happy because I'm a big Zach LaVine fan. He's UCLA product. Y'all know how I feel about my UCLA products, man. I love those young players. Everybody except for Westbrook. I'm not a big fan of Westbrook, but everybody who ever came out of UCLA has my support. He said, Kendrick Nunn is another good rookie. What do you think about Nunn? I mean, his name is amazing. Kendrick Nunn? Come on, man. You don't beat that. But yeah, the Miami Heat have had a breakout season, man. Jimmy Butler fit in like a glove right there with their tough mindset. Bam Adebayo's nasty as well. Tyler Hero, one of my favorite Kentucky products right there. Yeah, I mean, they're solid, man. But, I mean, it is what it is. Kendrick Nunn is a decent piece for the Miami Heat. He said, hey, Dan, what do you think about Delonte West's video? I think it's sad. I think it's sad that a player has fallen from grace, like so far down, like drugs, man. Cocaine's a heck of a drug, and these guys the NBA Players Association, they have to step up and try to help him because at one point he was a part of the NBA family, and ever since the whole LeBron James, Delonte West thing happened, the falling out, his career went south. But it's just sad, man. It's sad to see somebody just be so anybody, but especially an NBA player like that, man. It's crazy. Dan, what if Kuz started over Green? Do you think that would help the team, and would Green accept it, knowing it's best for Kuz? I think Danny Green is a really chill dude. I think he'll do anything that's good for the team. Now, whether the coach sees it that way or not, that's up to him. I think it would be beneficial because Kuz would benefit from getting more open shots from AD and LeBron in the paint, driving and kicking, AD post up, drawing a double, stuff like that. But do I foresee that move happening? Probably not. He said, I like Zach too. Just because he drops 30 for the Bulls doesn't mean that he will score 30 for the Lakers. He will have a lot of less touches in the LeBron system. Yes, Kevin, I agree with you on that point. However, Zach LaVine is super talented. I'm not saying he's going to average 30 a game, but he's definitely going to be the third option for the Lakers, clear cut, because he's more ready as a ball handler / a slashing guard who can score, and he actually become a pretty good shooter throughout the course of his career. Remember, early on he couldn't shoot, but now he's a lot better, man. I like Zach. I love Kuz. Want to keep him, but for Zach, I can't say no to that. He said, let's talk about what pieces we need. Let's talk about it. What's up, Dan? Thanks for the donation, bro. I appreciate you. What pieces do we need? All right, if you want to get straight down to nitty gritty, we need a ball handling guard who can score and stretch the floor. Or we could use a perimeter wing defender, Andre Iguodala type. If it ain't him, maybe like a Wilson Chandler, somebody like that. Now, I'm not saying him in particular because contracts and all that situation, but a defensive-minded wing would be nice, like my boy Kevin King right here just mentioned. We could use those two positions filled up, or at least one of the two. What do you think about CJ Miles getting waived by Washington? Now, he would be a very solid option. I didn't know that. You just educated me on that. But he would be a very solid option. He could score. He could play some defense out in the perimeter. I would not mind going for a CJ Miles. Worst case scenario, if we can get Iguodala, in the perimeter, maybe him and Darren Collison would be nice. If we can add two pieces like that, I think it can go a long way. However, a lot of you guys want the trade, right? Y'all want the whole Kuzma trade. So if that happens, like I said, there's only a few pieces I'm willing to accept in return, and Zach LaVine is one of them. He said, "What's the news on Collison?" No news on Collison. He should become available by next week. I'm sorry, not next week. Next month. If we can pick him up as soon as that 1.75 mil exception becomes available for the Lakers to use, then again, that would be a solid piece. But now we don't know what kind of basketball shape he's in since he's been out for the whole year. But I would like to think that he stayed in the gym. Um, Rumor has it that he's been seen around the gym where I go ball up in Rancho Cucamonga in the Sports Center. I was over there with my boys a couple of days ago. Rumor has it that they have seen him there. You know, the employees told me that they seen Darren Collison go through. He's from around the area. So if I ever meet him, I'll definitely try to recruit him. I've met a couple NBA players there, so it's pretty cool. He said, Dan, what do you think about Bertans? Bertans would be solid piece as well. Now, he's more of a short-term solution, even though he is relatively young. I think he's already hit his ceiling. I think this is as good as he can get. Catch and shoot guy who can rebound and do a little bit of different things in the paint. But I don't think he'll be much better than what he is for the Washington Wizards right now. He said, if we have a new piece, I hope he impacts the game like Clarkson to the Jazz. That's exactly what will happen when a contender picks up a young piece, especially when it's coming from a team that's not contending. Not even a young piece, just it could be a veteran or whatever. It kind of like injects the team with newfound energy because that player comes in hungry, ready to prove himself and find a spot in the rotation. If that could happen, then yes, I'd be cool with a trade. But again, let's not make a trade just to make a trade. It has to make sense for us. I don't care if it makes sense for them or not, but it has to make sense for our Lakers. He said, yes, Bertans is a shooter. His ceiling is lower than Kuz, though. I agree, Kevin, and that's exactly why I wouldn't make the trade. Would I be mad if it happened and we got Bertans? No, but I would be a little disappointed because I like Kuz, man, and I think his ceiling is a little bit higher for sure. Dan, if we trade for D Rose, can we sign Collison too and start one of them? I mean, yeah, that is a possibility, but that's too many guards, man. We already have, like I said, 6 of them, and we got to actually trim down on a couple of guards. We need more from the wing position. He said, it's really sad how Powell tore his Achilles yesterday. You know what? And I didn't even see that game. I was out with my family. I didn't even see that game, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, anytime something happens like that, crazy. I heard the news, though. Dan, if we lose to Clippers a third time, will that be a problem? Absolutely. We shouldn't have lost to them any of the 2 times. So, yes, a third time would mean that they won the season series, and I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that at all. If anything, we have to win out the rest of the season versus these teams that have beat us like the Clippers. So, I heard we're going to face the Bucks one more time. So, we need to get a victory there. We dropped the ball versus Boston, and I don't think we face them again this season. If we do, correct me if I'm wrong. But, yeah, we can't be losing to these pretenders. I definitely don't want to be losing to them. The only team I respect out of the ones we've lost to is the Bucks. Everybody else, can take a hike. We have to make sure that we beat them, man. We have to make sure we beat these teams. Do you still live in Compton? Nah, man. No, I don't. But I do have family that still lives in Compton. He said, we face Boston again. Okay, then we better take them down too. We better take them down as well. Dan, I'm not feeling confident when the Lakers play athletic teams with wings. Yes, that seems to be our weakness. Also, length. When we play lengthy teams like the Orlando Magic, that seems to be our weakness. Athletic young teams like the Pelicans could also give us a problem. We're about to face them in a little bit, in a couple of days, so that's going to be crazy. But I would love to see them at full strength. Tonight, I'll be tuning in. Again, just to repeat for those of you guys that didn't listen, I won't be here doing post-game because I will be watching with my friends and family the Pelicans game as well right after the Laker game. So, as much as I'd love to do a recap, I am a basketball fan first, and I have to, man. I have to witness the birth of a new superstar in Zion Williamson that I truly believe in. Dan, who are your trade targets? I don't have trade targets, but if they offer us Zach LaVine, I'm taking it. If they offer us Drew Holiday, I'm taking it. Players like that are proven stars that can do damage on this Laker team. I don't want any Robert Covingtons. I don't want more Danny Green type players. We have those already. But good question, by the way. My predictions on Zion Williamson, I think he will have anywhere from 21 to 25 points tonight. I think he's going to show the world why he's special. He might have a couple of nice highlight dunks. But I think where he's really going to make his mark is with his playmaking and defense, man. I don't think people understand how good this kid can be. He actually has a pretty decent handle for his size. Very extremely athletic. Everybody knows that. The world knows that. But his defense, man, what I saw in preseason, if he can bring that to the league, then they're in good hands. I'm telling you. Drew Holiday and LaVine are underrated AF. I agree. If we can have one of those two, I'm not complaining about any Kuzma trades. Other than that, though, like I said, if we don't get equal value in return, Kuz is our guy moving forward. And I 100% stand behind Kuz. And I wish him the best. If he does get traded, I hope he doesn't. But if he does, I wish him the best, man. And I will be watching it and cheering from afar. He said, agree, DTLF, he's a beast. I think he'll do his thing and then get pulled out of the game. That's true. We don't know if he's on minute restriction. So, that depends on that as well. My stat prediction will depend on this. If he's on minute restrictions, then I expect like 15 at least from him. Dan, were you proud to see Lonzo stand up to Patrick Beverley? I would have been more proud had they won that game because, I can't stand the Clippers. But yes, I did like the fact that he pretty much sunned them and showed them, hey, man, you're not going to punk me like you tried when I was a rookie. Pick on somebody your own size, prick. I don't call him Patrick. I call him Prick Beverley, man. Just short for Patrick. He said, I'm with you, Dan. Only Zach for Kuz or Drew Holiday. A player like that can go a long way. Long way. But yeah, if it's not an upgrade, then why even trade, right? That's the way I see it. I don't make a trade unless it's an upgrade. He said, man, I hope we get a victory tonight to make up for the embarrassing blowout last game. Hey, Dan, what do you hate more, the Flippers or the Celtics? Equally, because Celtic fans are racist and ridiculous, and Clipper fans are retarded. So, they're both ridiculous. Honestly, both of those fans are T-rash with a capital T, man. The fan bases make me hate the teams even more. The Celtics and Clipper organization, they're both trash, classless, garbage, bottom of the barrel type, type franchises. So there's a reason that Anthony Davis' father said he'll never join the Celtics is because that's a garbage franchise. Clippers are trash. We saw what they did with Blake Griffin and how they disrespect our banners and all that. So, I hate them both, man. He said, yeah, I hate Beverly. Somebody needs to elbow his jaw like World Peace did to Harden. That'd be nice. And I don't condone violence, but just this once, I would say yes. Please, somebody. Serge Ibaka, come down the lane and just land on his face. Do something crazy. I would love it because he really thinks he's tough, man. He's like, what, 5'1"? I'm being sarcastic, obviously. Don't comment to that. But I'm saying, like, Patrick Beverly's not a tough guy. He said, I hope LeBron drops 66 tonight. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be like a throwback performance. That'd be absolutely wonderful. But anyways, guys, like I said, there will be no post game tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of the games, both of them. I'm sure you guys will be watching probably both of them, unless you guys work or whatever. But enjoy the games tonight, guys, and we'll talk about it some other day. I can't wait, man. I can't wait, especially Lakers, Knicks. Time to redeem ourselves, and then Zion Williamson's debut, man, the birth of a superstar potentially. I can't wait to watch it. So beautiful night for basketball fans. And I'll leave you guys with these final thoughts. Lakers, if they make a trade, I only want an upgrade. If not, leave the team as it is. And other than that, man, very happy, guys. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for me. Hopefully you guys have a good night. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you already have it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Have a good day, Laker Nation.